Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. It's another Raid Shadow Legends video. Today we're going to do a champion guide on Catacomb Councillor. He's an epic. He's somebody actually that I was sleeping on a bit. If I check my tier list, I had him down. I had him down at like 55th. Didn't really pay much attention to him. Since I've built him up and started using him, I'm like, wow, I've got him completely wrong. I had him as like a 2 in Clan Boss, a 2 in Dragon, a 2 in Ice Golem, a 3 in Arena Defense. I had him as a 2 in Fire Knights, which was just bonkers. He's probably actually a 5, not a 4. He is really effective in this game. Since I've used him, I've started to try him in lots of different places. I'll show you soon. He's much better than I thought he was. So let's get into his kit. And I think in in fairness to me, when I read through his skills, because I didn't have him before, when I read through his skills, I was kind of like, yeah, it feels like he's lacking. Actually, just reading his skills alone don't really give him credit in terms of how good his A3 is. So A1, got a chance to increase his own attack, which is decent. Does a bit of damage on his own attack, so it's not too bad there. It's A2. It's basically a free hitter, and he heals for damage that he inflicts. So it's like a built-in lifesteal, which is quite nice. And he's got this A3 where he teams up with 3 allies, a bit like Longbeard does. Goes in, they use their A1s on the enemies. This is really effective on Clan Boss if you don't have a counter-attack team. It's really effective in places like Fire Knights if you're trying to beat down the shield. Really effective in the arena to absolutely nuke a team. If you've got champions with AoEs and they've got stun sets on, great for getting through some of the waves in dungeons. If you want to apply things like poisons on A1s, it's great for him to throw it on the dragon. So there's loads of places that this works well. Let's go in and look at the masteries that I've got on him at the moment. So I have gone with War Master. That's where I think his damage is going to come from. And so I've done like a normal Clan Boss build. Just got a bit of life still in that build as well. There's no point going support tree on him. He doesn't land debuffs. He doesn't land team buffs. So the support tree is just completely useless for him, really. Probably the only reason you would take support tree is for Evil Eye. Nothing else. So didn't go support tree. I've gone defense, more defense, reduced damage from AoEs. I've gone this one here, which gives my allies a bit of resistance. If actually this is a terrible choice, it doesn't give him anything. Don't do that. Don't do that one. The main thing I wanted from him was Cycle of Revenge, so he gets a chance to increase his turn meter if allies are hit with crits, and his own chance to counter attack if he gets hit hard. So that's the main reason I wanted defense and this kind of supportive tree. Let's go into his gear sets then. So I've got him geared quite defensive, fast, and with high crit rate. If you look at his base stats, he's got quite a low base defense and a very low base speed. They're the 2 worst things about him. But what I've had to do is kind of engineer ways to build that up. If we look at his total stats that I've done, I've got 3.7k defense, over 200 speed, maximum crit, okay crit damage, and some good HP. He's a support champion. He's not there to do the damage, but he can do a bit of damage himself. So how did I get to that sort of level of defense then when he's got such a low base defense? I have gone for defense ring, defense amulet, defense banner. So he doesn't need accuracy. He doesn't really need resistance, although you could use resistance if you put him in the arena. He's just in there purely to go quickly, stay alive, and get your guys to do more damage. I put him in lifesteal gear because I wanted to keep him alive, and that will work for Clan Boss for me. I've got him in crit rate gloves. If I didn't have such a high defense level and I couldn't get those type of jewelry items on him, then I would have gone for defense gloves. But we've got defense chest, and then we've got speed boots. So I think that's probably the best setup for him. Yeah, let's get him into some content. I think we're going to go and start with we'll start with Ice Golems. Take him into level 20. So I can use this same team that I've got here actually. Probably just take Marked out and put him in instead. We've got speed, we've got revive, we've got decreased defense and attack, we've got shielding. Thinking here, I basically re-geared Miscreate Monster. Should be okay. Should be okay. He's blue affinity, so he works on most dungeons. The only one he's going to struggle with is Fire Knights, which is a shame because it's actually where he's probably best. You'll see here, he goes in with the allies, so we get some nice hits off already. Providing you've got allies that have got some sort of utility on their A1, he becomes really effective. You know, if you've got people that do AoE hits on his A1, good example would be Bellows in stun gear. If you've got those guys going with him, he's enforcing that stun gear more effectively. For this team, I haven't got anyone in stun gear on, but you'll see I'm just kind of mashing through the wave with decent champions anyway. But he will actually speed your runs up if you're struggling for speed. Here we go again, ally attack. See that? Everyone's just cruising in there, smacking this guy at the front. You don't know what's coming. Before you know it, you've got 6 people like slam, slam. They don't know what's coming at them. And that is a wave going down pretty quick. 50 odd seconds with what we got here. A couple of epics, couple of rares, and 1 legendary, who's a decent legendary, to be fair. So I'm going to flick to probably the last part of the boss fight so that we're not just kind of looking at boring stuff. I'll show you one more ally attack. Slams in, does what? A good half of that guy's health. But yeah, we'll skip to the boss fight and then we'll show you how we get on there. Okay, so on to the boss fight here. 2 minutes 40 odd in. And yeah, so what he's doing is he's healing himself. He's put an increased attack on himself. And then, yeah, he's all about that ability. Bring your teammates in to do the damage. Good thing here is bursting down the ads is really effective to keep your team alive. So someone with this kind of ally attack, and he's not the only one who does it. There's most of the other ones that are good are legendaries. Hyria does it, I think, from a rare point of view, so she's pretty good at it as well. You see here, ally attack comes in. Lots of damage going in there. Lots of damage. I think, and I'm not 100% on this, so maybe comment below if you know for sure. I think ally attack doesn't trigger his hit. Same way poisons don't trigger his hit. I think this hit there that you've just seen, I think ally attack damage does not do it. I could be wrong on that, but I've not seen it trigger a hit from the main boss. So if that's the case, then that makes it even more effective. You see now we turn on the boss because everyone's quite low. Should just finish them off here. There we go, 3 minutes 50. That's quite a quick time as well for Ice Golem. So let's move on, show you dragons. So I'm just going to take out Apothecary. I think I'm going to need the revive in case my Kale goes down. I could either do that or I could try and push more damage into the team and make sure that they don't come after me. But I think the safer way is to go revive and cleanse for the main boss. So let's go for it. Basically what we're using here is the ally attack. It's going to use Bellower to try and place some stuns off his A1. Didn't place any that time or that time. Obviously he should really place 1 stun per turn with the deer he's wearing. He's got 1 off there, 2 off there, which is nice. And then obviously Catacomb Councillor's just doing random hits there, 6k per hit, but it's a free hit, so 18k, gain some lifesteal from that as well. 12k off his A1, which is not too bad, considering he's a support champion and he's there to enable everybody else. There we go again, ally attack, got 2 stuns off that time. So, you know, just kind of shows you the value he brings. I'll speed this through. We're going to see the same sort of thing here. See that ally attack again, 1, 2, 3 stuns. You're just constantly disrupting the team. This is another way to constantly control the waves, make it easy as possible for you to try and get to the dragon. I'm going to skip forward to the dragon and you'll see that it's really effective there too. We go. We came in at 4 minutes 34. We had no problems at any time. Just showing you some of the stats here. So he is actually, other than Kale's in there doing the poison damage on the dragon. He actually came in as my 2nd biggest damage dealer out of everybody, including Bellower that was doing AoE hits. So he's no slouch for damage. He's got healing, what, 245k. Some of that's lifesteal, some of that's his ability. But this 652k damage doesn't even tell us how much damage he pushed through his ability to do ally attack as well. So it's actually pretty insanely good. That's dragon, that's ice golems. Spiders, he can help you. I'd say he helps you earlier levels. If you get to later levels, then I don't think he's going to be the one for you. So if you're stuck around sort of spider 10 up to 17, and you're using AoE champions to just nuke down the boss, then he's great for you. I think when you get to like 19, 20, he's probably not the right champion. Let's take him into Fire Knights. So Fire Knights, let's just change things around a little bit. I think we'll do High Cartoon lead again for speed. We've got a revive. Switch it to someone who's not quite as strong. This looks good. Thinking, have I got enough damage for the waves? Let's try it. He's negative affinity, which means he's going to be targeted. He does have quite a tanky build, so I think he's going to be fine to live through it. The main thing is, can we just kind of nuke down the champions in time? Doomlord's obviously in there doing his thing on decreased defense, and my Cold Heart should be able to help me nuke down the champs. So I think that's okay. But you'll see here, but I guess this moment in time right now, he's helping us do some damage on the waves, but he really comes alive once you get him to the boss when you're trying to break that shield. So at this moment in time, it's just trying to keep him alive. He's got an A2 which self-heals. He's in lifesteal gear anyway. So as long as he kind of keeps getting hits in, isn't stunned up too bad, he should be okay. Fire Knights, as we know, it's one of the hardest dungeons. So any of these champions with this kind of ally support mechanism where they bring other champions in to attack, they're just really effective. Here we go again. Down he goes, surely. Yeah. So we're on to wave 2. Wave 2 is pretty tricky, actually. It's tough. They hit hard. This team setup's pretty good, I think. We've got a lot of different kind of style of champions in here. Lots of support. Good thing is, because he's negative affinity, it means that Cold Heart's not being targeted as well, which, you know, she's potentially a risk. You don't want her to go down. She's also most of our damage here. You see that she's doing some good AoE hits. Here comes an AoE. We've also got reduced turn meter on Cold Heart's A1, so you've got an ally attack which is pushing reduced turn meter onto your enemy. So any of those kind of cool abilities on A1s and one of these kind of calling your allies type abilities helps. Allure would be great here as well. Same sort of thing. Anyone who's got an A1 that's really effective partners really well with this type of champion. You can see here we're going to get through the waves in about, what, 2 minutes 15, I guess. And then we're going to get onto the main boss. And in this team we've got Cold Heart with a Heart Seeker to drop turn meters, just used it there. We've got turn meter reduction on Tomb Lord, but not until the boss is below 50%. So this could be quite tough to get through the boss fight. Onto the boss fight, 2:30. It's not quick, fine. So what we're looking for here, we actually don't want them to use all their main abilities until the shield goes up the first time, really. I'm hoping we don't pull it in here like this. But you see that, so see the way it just nuked through the shield. The shield is literally gone. I guess the nice thing is we've got the heal reduction on Cold Heart's A1, but instantly that heal reduction's gone on. You've got the decreased speed coming from the Tomb Lord's A1, that's on. So any of those champions, as I said before, any of the champions that have got abilities on their A1, then becomes really useful. We're dropping turn meter now. You'll also find, so it's got an A2 that's a free hit, which again helps you get through those shields. We should get an ally attack on again. Here we go. So just plenty of damage going in, refreshing those debuffs. We've got a decreased defense on as well now. This should be home and dry now. I can't see a reason why we wouldn't be able to do it. Speeding up all the time as well. Plenty of poisons on the boss. Got a bit of, there we go, nice, drop the turn meter there. At this stage I think it's definitely done because Tomb Lord's also got a turn meter reduction move. He should do on his next ability. Ally attack again, here we go. Slam the boss, slam the boss. And we're going to do it in just over 4 minutes, which for Fire Knights is not bad at all. When we're talking about, you know, a few rares, one legendary in there. And again, he doesn't need to be there. He's just someone that is useful for this fight. you could easily replace him with someone else who does decrease defense. Yeah, just over 4 minutes, so that's pretty good. Let's show him in the arena. So arena, I'm not particularly high right now. I'm mid golds. I've not been working on my arena team that much. So let's go for speed lead. This works pretty well. So I've got an Ifui in there for a lot of damage. So as soon as Councillor goes, a Ifui is being pushed in for the fight. Here he goes. Probably going to take someone out. One shot, bang. I've been one shot, don't worry about that. He's coming back, and then we'll clear them out. The Nifui is my damage dealer, and this guy is literally in there to enable the damage dealers. So if I had a fast enough speed lead, so if I had an Arbiter at like 300 odd lead, then I would use Catacomb Councillor to go second, and I'd have 2 damage dealers, and they would literally just nuke everyone down. Let's show you how that might work. I don't know if I'm quick enough. I don't have anyone really set up to be super fast, which is my problem right now, so I can't show you it really effectively. Fight there. I'm going to try and fight a non-Torment team. Let's try this one. Let's see. She might be fast enough. I doubt she is. But if we were to go like this with my Skull Crown, who is set up to do damage, not this one, this one. So this one is set up to hit hard. She's my campaign farmer. 247% crit, 100% crit rate, 5k attack. She hits hard. She hits really hard. So he goes, and then he's going to take everybody with him. If you had a team of AoE champions, then literally you take everyone with you and they nuke everyone down. Watch this. We're attacking one, but the AoE hits everywhere. Question is, can I stay alive? Probably not. That's my problem. I don't have enough nukage. If I was to do that again, but take the speed lead off, put this speed lead on instead, and then perhaps just go with Cardinal. Try this again. Just somebody to keep me alive, or to bring me back to life, basically. So, no point me going in with this now. I'm going to save this until we're nearly dead. Get a triple hit in. All I'm going to do is keep Cardinal alive for now. I want to do a triple pickup. Reduce a bit of health. Now he's down. Here we go. Pull them all up. Go in with my ally attack on the person I think is strongest. It's going to be Jack. Ally attack. Lots of nukage. Down he goes. Now I go with my AoE with my Anifui, and we're just left with Skull Crown to finish up the dregs. She wasn't fitted. But we can finish them up with Catacomb anyway. So that is how you use him. You have to use him in the right setup. He's not usable just anywhere. You have to think about your setup. Let's try that same setup again. Quite nice. If you're fast enough like this, you can literally just go in there and say, right, who do we want to take out? Probably want to take out Trunda. So in we go, lads. Let's have some. Let's be having ya. Down they go. Just think about who I want to keep up for now. Probably just Cardinal. And we can just get an AoE hit off. Actually quite an effective team. Triple hit, get some healing back. Get my nukes in. Just left with one Skull Crown to deal with. And away we go. That is Catacomb in Arena. Really effective. Got the perfect amount of people that it's pulling in, so you're not kind of overusing him. Really like him there. Campaign he can do. He's not fast. It's not his place. If you're trying to two-man something like brutal campaign in your mid game, then it's useful. But just as a solo, he's not useful for that. And clan boss he is useful for, but tune in for a different video to see that one. This is Hell Hades, signing out.